Hi, this is Benjamin Horn with a short recording on how to update page content on a regular page on a WordPress website. So first you'd click on the title of the website, which is up here in the top left hand corner. Click on that and it will take you to the front page of your website. So for example, if we wish to change this content on the About Paul page, we would click on About Paul, and then you can see the content here. It still has the footers. We can edit the page by clicking up here. When you go to edit the page, you'll have two possibilities. One is to view it like this, where the visual tab is highlighted, and the other is to view it where it shows it as text. So the text has no formatting. If you're cutting and pasting from a Word document, it's extremely important that you paste it into the text field, not into the visual field. Otherwise, it will take formatting from Word and you'll end up with a particularly ugly looking page that you cannot then edit properly. If you just want to type in more content, you can type it in either to this page or to the visual view. Either one is fine. But you'll notice that some things will look different in the visual view. For example, if we wanted to add a picture, we could add a picture here, make a space for it, click here and click on Add Media, which is above the content box. When we click on Add Media, you get an option to either choose an existing photo from the website or to upload files. Then you select files and this will take you to a browser view so that you can take things from your own computer. For the moment, we will just load an image from the existing website. So once you have a website set up, you can just select the image. Once you choose an image, it gives you options. Do you want to have it link to a URL? So here we have link to none. So it's not going to link to something, but you could link it to the media file, to a custom URL, which would mean the address of any page. Alignment can be left, right, or center. We'll choose a right alignment just so it stands out. And we can choose the size, either full size, large, or medium. I'm going to choose a medium size. I'm going to insert it into the page. Now you'll see when we're looking at it in the visual view, it shows us the image. When you look at it in the text view, it just has this content here. Image class, align right, size medium, and so forth. If we update the website, now we've made those changes live, and we can click on View Page, and that will take us to this page, and you see now we have that image there. So if you wanted to change the position of that image, you would go back to Edit Page, and if you're doing it in the text view, you would simply get all of this and select it. You could cut, and you could, for example, paste it here. If you paste it at the beginning of that text, when we update it, it will appear to the right of that text. So I'll update that, and then click on View Page at the top of the screen. So now you see it's much tidier, it's in line with the text. What's this space here? Well, if you look, when we inserted the image, it's also added this NBSP, which is a non-blanking space. So we can just remove that. And now if we update, it will look normal. Perfect. Now, another thing to mention on the subject of updating. So when we look at visual, you have this image here. You can drag it around, but it's actually quite hard to precisely place the image. But if we put it here at the beginning of that, it will line it up there. Now the reason it's aligning it on the right, in case this gets confusing, is because we've set the picture to be right align. If you wanted to put it on the left, no amount of dragging will take it to the left. It will just change what you've done. So all I've managed to do there is drag it slightly down. So put it over here, it's still on the right. Now some people get frustrated by this, but The problem is the image is aligned to the right. So you can just click on the image and you'll get this choice. You could then align it to the left, and that will put it on the left. You could align it in the center. If it does that, it takes up the whole line and moves the rest of the text down. Or we'll update that just so you can see what that looks like in the normal page view. See, whilst this is a visual view, it's not always exactly the same as the actual website. So it's always worth checking. So you could see here, you would probably want space under that if you were going to have it in the website like that. So you would go back and you could just click here, press return, maybe give another line, and you have some space, and then you would update it. We're not going to update it. We're going to remove that. We're going to delete this blank space, and we're going to update that. Now, if we view the page, you'll see that it's just like that. Now you can see at the bottom of this page here, a selection of Paul's works are also available as limited edition fine art prints. So if you click on that, it takes you to a link. That link is actually the shop link, the gallery link. So we can go back in the browser. If you wanted to change this link text, you would just click Edit Page. And if you're looking at it in the visual view, you can click on this link and it shows you the link and you can edit it. That's where it's going now. You could change it to a different page if you wanted to. If you click on Link Options, it will show you existing pages on the website and you could create a link to one of those. But we're not going to do that right now. So once you've finished making changes, you would update. If you weren't happy with your changes, you could just refresh the page in the browser. You can't see those controls, but it's the semicircular arrow at the top, or you could just click another page. Another page which follows a fairly standard format is the contact page, normally on most websites. Again, you have a simple thing here showing you what's on the page. You could click on Edit Page at the top. When we click on Edit Page, it has this information. For example, if you decided to change your email address on the website, you could click here, and this email address says mail to. The reason it has mail to is because it's an email address. That sets it up as an email link, so when you click on it, it will open an email browser. If we wanted to add a phone number, you could add a phone number under there, you could add other details. If we look at it in the text view, it shows the text as href, and this is that reference, mail to paulrocherartworks.com. Then it shows the text you can see. So this section here is what you see on the screen, and this section here is what it's linking to when you click on it. So then we click on View Page and we can see what the page looks like.